Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D Play 20, where we like to play Dungeons and Dragons. If you would like to follow us, you can participate in our chat and earn points by watching us live. Just follow us and click in the chat. Boom, you're chatting. But while you watch us live, you will also earn points to spend on our players, which we need it. And tonight, the players are Mariana playing Marlana, Peter playing Tavertine. I misspelled my name. Wow. And then Welda, played by Belvedere.
It's Divine Welda now, actually.
Divine Welda. I will change that for you then. And meanwhile, our dungeon master is the incredible Raza. And it's all yours.
Also known as the Draconic DM. And welcome to another session of Abeir Saga, where nothing is as it seems, as a group of misfits are trying to slow down, at least, the ascendancy of the cult, with some little bumps along the way. Some encounters that may or may not have made one of them divine. All right. Sorry. Last time, they were in dire straits as they were confronting the Topaz dragon Otham, who was being worshipped as a divine being by Kuatoa, a race of psionic fish folk that could bend reality with their very beliefs. The Topaz dragon did not take kindly to some of the things that were said to him, but was perhaps going to stand down after a bronze dragon known as Nim managed to try to calm him down. And that was all undone, however, by Welda, who finished provoking him. The fight started, and it was almost pretty one-sided, as Otham and his Kuatoa were outmatched. In the end, he had to retreat to Welda's goads that he was indeed not a god, and took shelter in his seaside lair. With that, Welda convinced the Kuatoa priest that their dragon was not worthy, and that perhaps they should switch patrons. This Kuatoa priest, moved by what he thought as divine intervention, this person had just goaded the dragon and lived, and proven his strength, convinced the other Kuatoa to stand down and commenced to worship Welda, channeling all the psionic powers towards this enigmatic being. And as that happened, and they said their farewells to Nim, who told them that she was thankful for their help, but she would take it from here. She gave them, I believe, an azure sending stone if they ever needed to contact her, and just in case. And with that, I believe we left it at after all this has happened and Welda's ascendancy of sorts. All right, so you're all standing at the coast. What would you like to do today?
Let me check my character sheet real quick.
I know Mar is in bear form. I know Valorian is keeping her the side look because she wanted to eat the fish. Welda's gonna kill her if she tries to eat the fish, so she's containing herself. And she's just in
the
bear form.
doesn't kill people. He just drops bombs on them.
Fair. She doesn't feel like being bombed, so she knows how to respect Welda's boundaries.
I would like to call lightning on all the fish. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to die.
Exactly.
I believe the plan was to go from here to find some prints that we were going to straighten out or overthrow or something.
Uh,
I have him
I
here
believe-
somewhere.
no, I believe you were heading towards the reported location of the cult, which was in the
Right.
castle
The
of Nazatar.
failed Emperor Escomandir.
I
That
have
is
him on my notes.
Yes, the Dragon Overlord. Yes. Of this region. Again, you had the reports, the rumors, especially what was of interest to some of you. Well, in this case specifically, Marlana, is that her friend Talus might be with the cult.
I never heard that. I
you-
didn't know that.
his
What is that?
Tavertine was too busy distracting you.
No, I believe you talked to Lady Greencrest, as she implied.
Yes, somebody from your home place was.
Was
Yeah.
around here, but not necessarily with the cult.
Like, not as I say, like not like with the cult, but like she might be their captive. She might be in the area. That's what she implied. She didn't say anything else.
No, that I know. Yes.
Like you met the pilgrim.
The pilgrim was great.
The pilgrim was great. So yes,
We met a pilgrim?
Rio.
Regis,
You remember Rio.
who preached the good word of the Platinum Dragon.
The
Yes.
He
kobold?
rescued you all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The kobold that rescued me and you when we were tied up. When Sarai was an egg.
Otav.
Okay.
Always so forgetful.
We all like had the chance to get like new characters because Weldo ran away and
Welda survived.
Exactly. And we got
Welda
caught.
also killed the blue dragon that you guys tried to let run away.
This is true.
These things never happen.
Sorry, viewers.
These things never happened.
Oh, they did.
All right. I will talk to you, Green Dragonborn.
Okay. Valorian is kind of keeping an eye on Mar. Kind of gives her like a side look and looks to Kotor and shakes his head.
I think we are ready to go and remove the Emperor now. Which way do we go?
He looks to Welder. He was slightly distracted. He's right. He's still a little bit like out of sorts seeing all this Kotor worshippers. He's kind of not sure where to put Welder in his spectrum. Because I believe it's any points in a northeasterly direction. It's that way. He looks around at everyone. Is everyone ready to go? Does anyone need a rest?
Mar shakes her bare head and then goes up to Welda and like gets down so if Welda wants to like climb up and like have him mount as a bear for a little bit. For a couple hours.
Welda is going to like druidcraft this like feather throne pillow and then climb on and kind of do that like Robin like sideways lie on his chin.
And the bear will gently get up and will like carry you for the next 3 hours.
As
I'm just a
well
turtle that walks really slow, so I don't need a ride.
Would be the first time we left Tab behind.
Yeah. He'll catch up. Somehow he always does.
As Wilda is being, as there's signs of all of you starting to move away, the head priest of the Kuatoa, she goes, "Great God, where are you going?" He's kind of just like a little confused that you came to them, ascended, and just like leaving them.
Oh, I thought I already told him.
He has forgotten.
Are you questioning your god? Oh, wait, I'm talking in the wrong voice, aren't I? Dude,
Hey,
it's
man.
not cool to question your new deity.
There it is.
He kind of then like takes like a bow. My apologies, and he kind of just like does like a deep like bow, and just all of them like go into a bow. So yeah, you want to leave?
I wave to him and kind of point to the flower token that I gave him. Remember, Big Brother is always watching. Do me proud.
He looks at it, looks at Wilda, like just pushes his face down on the sand, or on the ground. They keep doing that for a while, just worshipping Wilda as you guys move away. I assume.
Wait up!
On the road again. Right. Let's put you on the map, which is all right. So with that, let's actually roll for the weather today.
Oh, I was like, let's roll for random encountered.
Direction. Because that's always so fun.
Normal for the season. Okay. All right. Seems like as you look around, there's the soft sea breeze caresses everyone, and everyone. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be a. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be a rainy day. The sun is like it's bright. It's just right. Good day for traveling. Oh yeah.
Waldo's elbow gets sore after about 5 minutes, so he sits up and starts braiding flowers in Mara's fur because he's curious what's going to happen when she reverts to her regular form. Like nodded right in there.
Okay. All right, so you make your way away from the coast and onwards to Nazatau and what awaits. All right. So, someone roll me a d6. Actually, sorry, d12.
I don't want it to be on me. Okay, 4.
Okay. That's fine. So yeah, you all make your way away from the coast northeasterly towards what Valorian describes as Castle Nazatown. As you're walking, he informs you a bit more about it. He goes, this castle was, well, we thought it was abandoned. We see the overlord there. He hasn't been active for a very long time. It is nestled deep within a swamp, well defended. But again, it was not so much used like it was in the old days, until we heard reports of the dragon cult amassing. And I have to warn you all, as I said before, the region is in turmoil. There's a lot of...
Should we turn around and bring the fish guys?
The fish guys? Yeah, the fish guys are coming.
They might be good in the swamp.
Oh, they're following us?
I'm asking. Do we want to bring them with us?
I do believe. Sorry, I forgot. Did you want them to follow, or did you want to like stay behind?
Asking people now if we need to go back and get them now that Welda knows that we're heading to a swamp.
Okay,
yes.
My bad. I thought I misunderstood you. But he looks at you and goes, I mean, I'm not quite sure what to make of them, to be honest. I mean, they seem to have taken a liking to you, but who knows how fickle these Kuatel are. He looks at you, he's like, I'll leave that up to you. You are the god. He kind of looks away as he says that. He's walking.
Welda shrugs and goes back to weaving flowers in Mars' hair. It's a pattern, a nice, like, solid lines of green, yellow, purple, blue, green, yellow, purple, blue, all these little flowers.
Oh, I love it.
As this is happening, Elwyn is just calm. Like, she's kind of like, every now and again, she gives Walter the smile as she's like doing those patterns on Mars' fur. Just kind of humming to herself, like a merry tune as she kind of walks along. Temujin, what are you up to? You walk.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm just wobbling along with my short legs and small feet, trying to keep up to these normal walking people that get a ride on a bear.
Okay. Yeah, you all travel up the road, and it kind of starts to, after maybe a couple of hours now, it hasn't changed much. It kind of branched away from the coast, and as it's done so, it's starting to go from the usual coastline landscape to more like more almost like the grass becomes thicker. The air starts to get a little bit more muggy, a little bit more humid. Yeah, and obviously the plants and all that start to look more like they might be maybe more native to a swamp-like area. But yeah, the road keeps winding up. It's not a windy road, but it's kind of like twists and turns every now and again. And Valorian seems to know where he's going. At least that's what it seems like.
I assume by now Mara is head to toe flowers, so Welda will get off and begin to forage in this new environment.
Sure, like it's 3 hours, right, Mara?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
so it would
is
be
it 3 or 4? Let me double check.
It's reaching its end. To be fair.
Okay, let me double check. I think 3 hours. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 3. Yeah. So what happens when I revert back? I guess then. What happens to all the flowers and braids and fur that I technically do not have? Is it in my wig? In my wig?
That is an excellent question. I was not prepared for that.
If that's in your wig, you're gonna have like the longest flower weave ever.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Probably, yeah. I'll leave that up. I'll leave that to you, Ma. If you transform back. Let's start.
What are those Hawaiian things with the flowers around you, Nick? My picture on my background has it. I forget what they're called.
Necklaces?
No.
I know what you mean. I don't know the name. Yeah, I'd say that the closest thing on her back is the wig. So when she reverts back, she's got these long flower braids. Like get to her, like reach her feet. Now she's walking.
Alright. I like the imagery. Lauren kind of gives you like the as you revert back. He also seems to have been a little curious at how it would look, and he kind of like gives like a slight nod and keeps making his way up the road. As time goes on and the sun shifts behind all of you, signaling maybe the afternoon passing by, you get to the point where he kind of pauses at the bend of the road.
Are we still far?
No, we're making good progress. He kind of looks at you and smiles.
I'm just
then he
asking
looks
because
at-
I can get us horses.
Right, yes. He looks a little worried.
Are we lost?
Look, no, we're not lost. He kind of submits there. I think we may have company, but I don't think it's bad. But and he kind of like signals up ahead, kind of holds up his hand to everyone, and kind of around the bend, there's kind of there's like a tree line that's come along the path now, with the what's it called? A tree line, like some trees scattered to like next to the road, and he kind of like squinting around the cliff, kind of further ahead, and he goes, "I think there are people up ahead. I think there's and kind of squints a little bit more, a wagon that's upturned, but caution, I would say." And he will take the lead up ahead.
All right, you all just let me know if you want horses with saddles for us to ride faster.
He kind of looks a little distracted. I goes, sure.
I have 3.
Yeah, he kind of like goes. He's a little confused how you have horses, and I don't know if he knows about your cloak.
No, probably not.
No. He goes, I'm sorry. He kind of like is a bit distracted. He's like, what do you mean you're gonna get his horses? I don't understand. He kind of looks at you.
She points at the robe and there's like one little patch. And she points at another patch and another patch. And they're like riding horses with a saddle. And she's like, if I pull these out, they appear.
Oh, kind of like.
So if we want horses, if we want to just gallop away and get closer, I could get Taventine a horse. I can get you a horse. Elwyn can ride with me, unless Weldo would prefer that. We can arrange the riding. I can turn into a horse myself, too. So.
Okay. That's all right. Maybe we should err on the side of caution. Get the horses ready, but I need to see what's up ahead. And he kind of
Weldo?
makes his way up the road.
I
Well,
expect Welda is like 20 feet away, pulling out cattails and stuff, knee deep in the swamp.
If you turn yourself into a horse, wouldn't that be a nightmare? Get it? Nightmare? Oh, come on. That was funny. I don't care what anybody says.
It was funny, but Mar wouldn't laugh at it.
Nah, it's just like.
Mar looks at you. Okay, so everybody can get on horses but Taventine.
Me and my big mouth.
Oh boy.
I mean, I could just fly up and get a view, or...
You see, Brian looks at you, he goes, yes, actually, that might be more prudent, if you don't mind.
If you turn into a bird, will it be a margoose? Ba-dum-bum.
I don't think margooses are birds.
Oh, good. Good point. Don't I feel dumb? Too much
I'm
coconut.
I'm trying. I'm trying to check the. Didn't you say that we the Dragonborn get fly at 5th level? They can fly.
They do have the ability to fly. The gem dragons do. Dragon Ball.
Oh, but I'm not a gem dragon. Never mind then.
Yeah. Wait. Did we? I think we did. For you, we
Gift
did.
of the metallic dragon.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But that's for healing and for shielding. It's not for
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
fly.
Okay. Oh, I thought when you said fly, I thought you were gonna like use like your owl.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Sora. Like
Should- I don't. Would she have been flying like
by
like,
us,
behind
yeah,
you?
100%. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, she'll settle down on your shoulder.
She's
Drop
like,
herself.
Sora, show me what's up ahead, but stay out of sight.
She kind of leans in and nibbles on his shoulder, and then
I
gives a
pet
hoot
it.
and silently takes her.
An
Yeah,
arrow.
she-
I'm going to focus to see through her eyes.
Okay. As you shift into her, I guess do me a perception check using Sora. I believe that's how it works.
Oh, do I have Sora? Character sheet? No, it's just a normal owl, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just that.
Give me a second then. They have advantage on perception.
They do. Alright.
Oh,
Oof.
so
The du-
nat 20 and a
the
nat 1.
duality of man is alive and well in this kind of time. Right.
Yes, so that was nat 20.
Not 20. Nice. Let's check that. 30%. Let's say you guys are. Amazing tonight. Yeah. I'm not paying. I'm paying on the wrong layer.
Mm-hmm. You can move the
Let us-
token, which we can't. I can't touch.
You would be somewhere along. Let's see. Northeasterly. Would have dropped you around, yeah, maybe. So, just trying to gauge where he would have dropped you off. The little kobold captain. Probably here, honestly.
So we still have a while to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that, now 20, Sora sees the multiverse. Sora glides over the road, following its path. And just like Valorian said, we do see what seems to be the remains of a cart that seems to have been upturned. What you also notice is that as your eyes like kind of zoom in a little bit more, maybe kind of sharply focus on it, it looks like it's been partly melted. Like it looks like the card itself was submerged in acid, because it doesn't look like it's burnt. It looks like it's started to melt away. And as you gaze around with your perceptive owl senses, you see there's several bodies as well of people, kobolds, in half states of being melted as well. Some
Does
of
it
them
seem
look
to be Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, it's all right. Yeah, sorry, you go ahead. What's the trouble?
No, I was just like, does it seem to be anyone still alive?
From what you can see, nothing is moving. Very still, very eerily quiet. Right? You don't even hear the sound of like the wildlife.
Can I get Sora to look up to see if she's thinking dragon of some sort? If she can see anything above and in the distance.
Quiets up, looks around. Nothing. But again, it's eerily quiet. As if like the very landscape is holding its breath.
They're melting?
Some of them are in states of melting, yes. Like some in better condition than most, but it's kind of obvious that they all suffered from whatever melted the car. It's a similar attack.
Okay. I will get Sora to come back to me, and I will come out of seeing through her eyes, and I will tell everyone something terrible happened.
Alright. Alice, she kind of like in her bubbly mood, and she goes, "What's wrong?" She kind of looks at you. Looks at you. I assume you look like your countenance has changed. Like
Yeah, she's if Silver Dragonborn could go pale, she went nearly white.
she goes, "My dear, are you okay?" She kind of puts like a gentle hand on your shoulder. What's wrong?
Something burnt away, but not just just melted away. People, their cart, everything.
She looks at Lauren and kind of like nods. Right. Did you see anything? He kind of like leans. And now he's being like a bit like quieter. He's like, did your owl see anything? It looks up, kind of implying the air, kind of like looking up.
I tried. I thought so too, but nothing.
Okay. We're gonna have to be very careful. Looks to everyone. Everyone be on your guard.
Mars stops. She looks at Welder as well for this. Do we want to just get past this area as quickly as possible, or do we want to investigate?
He looks at everyone. It pains me not to lend aid to people in need, but
people in need. Oh, you misunderstand. No one's alive.
Oh, I see.
You could tell that with an owl?
Nobody was moving. They were just half melted.
He looks a little disturbed at that. Right. Well, I don't want to speak for everyone else here, but I think we should avoid drawing too much attention to ourselves. We are not exactly in a friendly place, to say the least.
You're absolutely sure they can't, there's no one alive there? Because healing is kind of my thing. I mean, I might be able to help them if they can be helped.
If you want to go check it, sure. But I did look through quite carefully. I didn't see anyone that could possibly be alive. But...
Well, I trust you, so I wish I could do something to help them.
See,
we can always, if you prefer, take the time to bury them or something.
Yes, I was thinking it, but again, he looks up to the sky. I'm not sure if that is prudent. He looks at everyone else, kind of like wondering what they think. Apart from Mara, obviously.
Welda is still like 20 feet away, crouched like right down, probably elbows up in mud as he's trying to get as close to a dragonfly as he can.
I give you our divine Welda.
Ellen looks also, she smiles at how carefree Wilda is right now, and she turns to Mine.
I can make
Malorian.
it stealthier. I don't think Welda needs it, but I can make the rest of us. I mean, I can also make Welda stealthier.
So she nods. I mean, it might be best if we want to avoid. We want to avoid drawing attention to ourselves.
All right.
Yeah, so they just wait for you to do what you do best.
Mm-hmm. She's going to. Yeah, she's going to cast Pass Without a Trace on everyone.
Is she wrong to assume that out of everyone, Welda's probably the most perceptive, but not really?
Passive 21.
That's a
Sees everything. It's just a matter of whether or not they care.
If it's like something that will deem worthy of his attention.
I do have a passive of 18, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. So seeing as Wald is kind of in his own kind of state of mind, she turns to Mar and she goes, "Allow me to guide you a little bit." But contrary to what she just said, she doesn't cast guidance, she casts enhanceability. She holds out her hand to Mar, and her aura, almost emerald aura, kind of flows from her fingertips and surrounds you. And she goes, "Wisdom of dragonkind be with you." And she casts out, well, dragon's wisdom. Say what it is. So you do have advantage on wisdom checks. Yeah.
Ooh.
And actually, while she's at it, because I don't think she did it before, she'll cast Aid on, just in case, not the 3. She will cast Aid on Welda, 17, and Mark for an extra 15 points of health. She has the vitality of dragonkind is also with you. She kind of like gestures and casts a spell.
Well, those ears kind of twitch, and they'll skip back over. Why are we stopped?
She looks, she gives another sad smile. There's been an incident up ahead, Welda. We may be in danger. Just bolstering you. Might come.
Mar tells Welda about the half-melted people.
So Owen kind of sadly confirms that she nods. Yes. And
Well, begins to skip that way.
We're trying to go quietly. Okay.
Well, the skips are like
silent. I know.
Soft and quiet. Less obvious than your giant flower wig.
Yeah. I will try to stealth with Pass Without a Trace. You have Pass Without a Trace too, so.
That's up to 6 people, right? If I'm correct.
Yes.
Did I freeze or did somebody else freeze?
I think. Say something. Oh, you froze for a little bit.
You froze for a little bit.
Perfect. I'm back.
He has returned. Oh, Mar.
He said it. He said that my wig does not allow me to be stealthy. jinx me. So that's a nat 1 for a 15.
Anyone that wants to be stealthy may roll stealth with a +10. Oh, we'll try.
Well, this passive is 29.
Ooh, so that's a 36 for tavern time.
Well done. 17 from no, not 17. Not yeah, it is 17. No. From Owen and Florian. Try to be stealthy. It's not really his demo.
+7 on stealth. Go Tev.
Yeah, 36 on stealth. Yeah.
These two have disadvantage on that stuff. He's wearing plate armor. She's wearing Lily's scale now. That's why.
So 17, 15.
Yeah. So
Mar with a 50. Mar with a nat 1 is as quiet as Valorian.
yeah, it's interesting. It would have been a cacophony of sounds if it wasn't for your magic, the kind of blankets. It kind of muffles a lot of the noise. So it's kind of not. It's not like announcing your presence, but it's like you can kind of hear it a little, like again muffled. So as you advance as stealthily as you can, Mar, you with that, you kind of like you're trying your best. You collect everyone with your magic, trying to like keep them quiet, but something you feel something that resembles dread, like go down your spine, then like a shudder that kind of makes you cry out a little bit, and everyone kind of looks, but again it was muffled, so but it was enough for them to hear you, and like the Lauren kind of looks at you and goes, "Are you well?" Like muffled, like, "Are you okay?"
Am I? I don't know.
It was just with that nat 1, it was more like a trepidation. It wasn't anything coming for you exactly. It was more like your instinct kind of portrayed you at this point in time.
So I'm fine.
Right.
Just really didn't want to come this way.
So I believe Weld is ahead of everyone, correct? Skip along.
Yes. What does Weld see?
Well, the sea's what Mar described. You see an upturned cart, partially dissolved, like all but one of the wheels is like relatively intact. It's upturned near the side of the road, and littered not too far from this mess is at least. I just roll something. 2, 6. Oops, 4 bodies, ranging from people to kobolds. Like one human, 1 dragonborn, and 2 kobolds. What resembles.
Welda would probably go to either the one that looked the nicest or the one that looks the most grotesque out of them all.
Let's see. It would have been. Say it would have been one of the kobolds that looked largely like half his like face had been like sliced off.
So Welda will go see if he can figure out what caused it.
Okay. If he's examining it, then he can do it. Is he like gonna touch it, or is he gonna just look? Just gonna like.
Probably just look at first and then go from there.
All right. Yeah, you can do me a perception check or think he's going to get close to medicine to determine what may have done these horrific injuries.
While he's doing that, I'll be checking under the wagon. Anything anybody could hide under.
Okay.
21 for perception.
Uh,
And if it looks safe enough, 20 for medicine.
Nice. Yeah, it just looks like they dumped this poor individual with a vat, like vials of acid. Like, his skin is just being melted off. It's been the intensity of his will kind of catches your attention. Whatever did this, it unleashed its attack on these beings without mercy.
Does it look small, or does it look like it covered the area, or is it like each individual?
As you look around now closely, you notice that the ground around them is also like scorched, but like melted away, like kind of left with almost no residue. It's, as you look at it, it's more like a spray pattern that's kind of outlined on the ground. 17, you were looking at the car, right?
Anything anybody could hide under. If there's like a barrel, anything.
Okay. You kind of look under the car, and you actually notice them it's empty. Like, there's obviously some wreckage of some belongings and such that were like either melted or torn apart. But at first glance, you don't notice anything of value. Whoever was here, whatever did this, pilfered these people and slaughtered them like cattle.
Can Mar be keeping an eye out?
Sure. You have advantage, I believe, on your perception. And that's what you wish to do.
$27.
You are supremely alert. Your danger senses flaring.
He's keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
Mostly in the air.
Well, they'll just kind of shrug. I guess they don't like company, or they didn't like the gift enough. Just kind of shrugs and waits to see which way they're supposed to go now.
Yeah. The Lauren kind of looks at the bodies as well, kind of nods to himself, kind of like confirming something in his mind. Right. Well, he looks to Elwyn. He's like, he looks at everyone. If you give me a moment, I could do something. And she will approach. She doesn't want to approach that one. She'll approach the. It's well.
One of them was their face intact?
Yeah, basically, is what she was looking for. And she kneels down next to one of the people who was once upon a time perhaps a young man. And she leans, and his face is largely intact. His body most of it has been severely damaged by the acid. She kind of wrinkles her nose because it's also caustic. Like, you smell it's like a strong caustic smell. And she whispers, and she goes, "I do not mean to interrupt your rest, but would you please tell us who did this to you?" And she goes, "Blessings of dragonkind flow from me and allow this poor individual to speak once more." And she casts Speak with Dead.
Wanda is right there watching as intently as he was with the dragonfly.
Yeah, you see as she casts her aura kind of flares around her hand, kind of forms like these pulses of green necrotic energy up her arm. The eyes go like also flare with that green power. And she reaches out and clutches her fist, and that same energy ignites the body, kind of arches, like it floats up, and it kind of like has its back arched, and it has the same glow in its eyes. She, again, with that power flowing through her, she goes, "I'm sorry this has happened to you. Would you please tell us what did this to you?" Black wings, dark as night, cold. She cocks her head, looks to everyone else. She kind of like looks and she goes, "Okay." As she like kind of looks towards anyone nearby, she goes, "Is there anything else we want to ask him?" Otherwise, she will like continue to question him herself.
Mara's still keeping an eye out. She's not focused on that.
She will continue her questioning then. Just gotta make sure. Doing this right. Put on the page. So, what's that? Right. 5 questions. Right. Is it still nearby? Has it gone? And it kind of gasps. Flew away. And she kind of smiles sheepishly. She looks at the wine. Yes, I couldn't have expected more. Just thinks to herself. And she just kind of stands there for a moment, trying to compose herself. This is taking a toll on her. It's obvious that she's not fond of this. She's shaking her head. She takes a sigh. She actually doesn't seem to she doesn't seem to be handling this as well as she could be. Like something seems to be troubling her. Again, she looks around to anyone that may want to intervene. Probably not Tamara because she's paying attention to her surroundings. She kind of looks to Taventine, looks to Welder, Valorian. She goes, "We have 3 more questions."
Does it want revenge on whoever killed it?
The body responds to this. Did Taventine say this out loud, or is he just musing to himself?
I'm asking the person that's asking the questions.
Right.
Elwyn, yeah.
Elwyn goes, "Do you seek justice for what was done to you?" 3 words that look. He goes, "Run away." She just, maybe not, though. She looks at Taventine. Where were you headed? We were traveling up the road to, he kind of like pauses, Stormhelm, and we were attacked. Okay. She's thinking real carefully. What were you transporting? Yes, we were transporting jewels, gold for the market, Trinkets. What's off? Wealth.
Was it all taken? Does it look like? Does it look like everything else? Everything was taken.
Yeah. Like there is what remains of what could have been containers, like chests, but most of them are like don't resemble that anymore. Most of them was like half in puddles. So it looks like they may have been carrying some goods. Maybe not a lot, but enough, perhaps.
Okay, this might be a weird question, but does it look like whoever attacked them took it, or does it look there's signs that there's been some other people that might have scavenged it?
Like as if you're wondering if these are the original people or
No, like these people were attacked, and
Yeah.
after the whoever attacked them, did you just attack them as a pass by, and then there were
but
people
with
that
intent.
came and robbed the dead bodies, or is it whoever attacked? Can we tell? Is there a way to tell that? Is there any like footprints leading out of here, anything like that?
I would say with your high perception, and also anyone that has a very good passive, at least above 18, would notice that these people like they were ransacked first of all, and it seems that it wasn't like a hit and run. It seems like it was deliberate. Like they'd been picked clean. If this was just a drive or like a drive-by, like a flyby, it wouldn't have been that way. There would have been something left behind, obviously.
Right. Okay.
Elwyn is be at peace. Unless anyone's going to, she's going to release this individual from the spell.
Weldon sees how upset she is, so he'll druid craft like a sprig of silver dollar eucalyptus, and he'll pick off 2 of those like giant silver leaves and hand them to her, and then he'll just go over and set them on the eyes of the other 3 people.
She gives you a smile as the necromantic magic fades from her eyes and diminishes. She accepts her with a nod, and she kind of looks at Weld and kind of thanks him for it. And she watches him put the flowers on them. And she goes,
There are 3 of them?
There were 4 in total.
4 in total.
But he gave her the 2 for the one she was talking to.
Tavertine will go to the one she was talking to and lay his hand on the forehead, and then go to 2 others and lay his hand on them and close his eyes, and they will begin to stir, and they will stand and rise to unlife and animate dead.
So I'll describe what I had. Like she took that from Welder. She thanked him. She saw what he's doing. She did the same. Just be at peace, and she was just standing back to reflect on what's this horrible incident, and then at Tavertine,
they want justice.
A different kind of necrotic or similar necrotic magic flows through him. And you said you revived the one that she was talking to?
Yes.
She's closing its eyes.
Yeah, she's close, and then it goes, yeah. She stands back, she's like, what? And she, like, super scared, like, she looks at Tavertine, who's just, like, extending out his aura. Because what did you do? She looks at him outraged.
They want justice.
The young man, well, what used to be a young man, was half-melted brown hair, pale, with what might have once been before beautiful brown eyes, and now pale, and nothing human about it, as he kind of like, nothing human can make that sound. Like stands up, and she just looks at Tavertine like horrified, and looks at this abomination. She just turns away.
What,
The
dude?
beautiful flowers that were on this individual just fall away. Like, leans forward and kind of does like a genuflection to Taventine, his master.
We will get you total justice, dude. And you will have a hand in delivering that justice. Now,
Aventine.
gather together and carry me.
Walda's kind of poking at the one that's not getting up and watching Tav.
What, Mar? This is powerful magic indeed, huh?
That was animated.
The dude in the sky is with me.
Mar takes like a deep breath and is like, okay then.
Sorry, what level did you cast, Joel? Was this normal?
4.
Standard? 4. Alright, so you get 2 additional undead, I believe. I'm reading
Yep,
this
so
right.
3 total.
3 total. You see what might have been a copper dragonborn also like said like with this merchant, or what might have been merchant clothing. It's kind of hard not to recognize. Also stands, and then the horrific visage of the half melted kobold also sits up.
Mar looks at Wilda.
Like part of his jaw color, you can see it's exposed, like bleached bone. He looks at you, and they all kind of like stand awaiting orders. And when you say "carry me," they move forward.
I'll be
and
honest.
they try and fail to pick him up. They're like, they're trying to like lift up Taventine. It's just like,
I'll be honest. I thought this would be much cooler. They're kind of creeping me out.
Mar looks at Wilda. Who would you like to ride on horseback with?
He's saying we can carry Taventine. Nope. They rolled
Walda kind of draws his curious look off Tav for a minute. Where are we going? Not in the swamp?
We're still far from the swamp, I believe.
Oh, I thought we were like in the swampish area.
Yeah, it's starting to like the terrain's starting to change, but yeah, you're still not deep in the swamp.
Oh, okay, but it's already swampy area, so a horse.
Yeah, it's already
really
the climate's changing. It's kind of like
okay, that's okay, because if the horses then wouldn't do us any good.
Well, there's got to be some sort of a trail if there's a cart, right? So
yeah, there's a trail.
It's just whether or not we're staying on the trail, or whether we're going back, because you guys didn't want to go towards the cart anyway. Walda was curious.
See, Valorian turns and goes, gives like Taventine this like look, and then turns to go comfort Owen, see if she's alright.
I thought perhaps the best way to get past this area was to do it as quickly as possible.
What color of horses?
She looks at the patches. What? Can I choose? Is it predetermined?
Yeah, I would say you can choose.
You can choose your own horse color. Well done.
Walda would be looking for like a silverish one with white hair.
Okay. Who would you ride with there?
I have never ridden a horse before.
Okay, who has ridden a horse before? Other than Taventine.
Valorian, Elwyn. Everyone seems to be worse, but
Why you hating?
You're being carried by zombies.
No, I'm not.
they
They
tried.
couldn't lift me.
They rolled pathetically. They rolled like terrible strength check.
Okay, zombie dudes. I want you to go ahead of us and avenge your friends and yourselves. Go.
You see, they turn. They look like kind of like a little at each other, look at you, and they kind of give like this nod. And one of the kobold, in fact, kind of nods, and you part of his neck kind of cracks as he like attempts to do like a little nod of
Oh, gross.
acceptance. And then kind of like his head's now stuck at a little angle, like you see a little bit of bone just sticking out, and he starts moving forward with the other two, shambling away.
They can lead us.
Right. So
Waldo gives a curious look back at Tav and hands him the rest of the eucalyptus sprig with a bit of a, I guess, a little bit of a wink.
To Tavern?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mar then takes out the patches of the horses and saddles. So you get a silvery white one, like Welda asked for. He gets a black one with like black mane as well. And she gets like a brownish mare. And she hands the reins of the white one to Welda for Welda to ride with whoever they want. She'll hand off the brown mare to Taventine, and she will. Okay, here's the thing though: Dragonborn are very heavy.
So
Right.
is a turtle.
Yeah,
You're not riding anyway.
No, I've given him a horse. Yes,
She gave me a brown mare.
I
think.
did. Yes.
How much do I weigh?
Tell me.
450 pounds.
I don't think.
Standard forces, huh?
That's. You weigh 200 kilograms?
The
Strength
surprise me.
is 480.
I'm sure like a Clydesdale or something, he'd carry him without any issue. It would just be one of like the slower horses. If it's a riding horse, we might be in trouble. If it's a workhorse, we're probably okay.
So
What can I say? Shells are heavy.
Oh,
I think it's those, right? Running.
depending on. Yeah, the horse is able to carry a rider about 20%, approximately 20% of the horse's weight.
Yeah. What I see is those cats, they can carry up to 480 lb. Sure, that's in kilograms.
Is there enough of the wagon remaining where we could piece together a two-wheeled cart to be pulled?
No. Not well. If you spend a while mending it, probably not even done. It's too far gone.
So, do I think that Taventine will be able to ride or not?
Look at looks hefty, but you don't think it's gonna break the horse's back. So
I don't, or I do?
you don't.
Okay. Just be careful with her, she says to Taventine.
Okay.
217
Let me check my skills here.
Elwyn is elvish woman,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
good. So Mar's gonna be like, we should split the lighter with the heavier. Ma and Valorian are pretty heavy.
Hmm. See, she
She looks at Welda. It's like,
Welda is busy weaving Blue Baby's breath into the horse's mane while he's got like his forehead rested on its forehead, just kind of looking it in one of the big eyes.
Well, Welda, would you rather ride with me or with Valorian?
He looks to the horse to see who it picks. What do I roll for that? Or is the DM deciding?
let's have Mar and Valorian roll animal handling and see who's.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Fair.
what. Yeah.
18.
Let's see which one likes the best. Oh, it's probably gonna be you. To be fair, never tried.
Close.
It was close. Like, kind of the horse kind of looks between them.
Friendly horse, it licks everybody.
And it just nuzzles Welda as it kind of looks at Valorian and Mar. Just nuzzles over.
Mar.
Tavertine gets on his horse and he's facing the wrong direction. And he says, I don't think this is right. Where's his head?
Valorian takes a deep breath. 17, you are facing the wrong way.
Oh, thanks, dude. And he'll get down and get back on the horse the right way. I rolled for it, so.
Mark strokes the mare Welda's with and climbs up. As Luke said, Elwyn, do you mind riding with him? With Valorian?
You see she's... It's a deep breath. She kind of wipes her eyes. A bit of moisture there. She goes, no, not at all. Be quite pleasant.
Let's try and get out of here.
Right. She actually will mount up.
What's my
With saddle.
horse's name?
You can name it. Or I can ask it.
Oh, please
Sure.
ask it.
Yeah.
Do you speak to the horse? Like, actually speak to the horse?
Yeah. I can kind of speak with animals. Why not?
Hmm. What does this horse look like?
His Tavantine's mare is just like light brown with it's kind of an mountain horse.
Mountain horse.
And
Are they
it's
like-
kind of
Are they a little stockier than normal horses?
yeah.
Okay. So cast your spell and kind of like ask her. She kind of like nickers and kind of looks at you, and how do you cast your spell?
Yeah, I cast my spell. So this is kind of like. Sorry. I was gonna put on the chat an image of what.
And can you ask her to be gentle, or him? Whichever it is.
You've got a mare.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. Don't place labels.
So you ask her name? Okay. I was actually waiting to see if Matt actually settled it. So you perfect.
Yeah, so that's Welda's. This is Tavantine's.
Oh, I see. I was like, where is this?
It's probably twice the size of Elvis.
Yeah, and this one is Valorian's and Elwyn's.
Sheesh, mine's a giant horse.
That's so you don't kill it.
Yeah.
Or the guy is really short.
No, they're pretty big horses.
Sheesh.
Ooh. Oh, so the brown one is 70?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Just going. Sniffs in your direction. He goes, and a gentle voice, kind of, she looks at you, she goes, I am Stoutheart, and can you please tell this creature, she like looks towards Tavern, to mind where he sits on my back. That shell looks sharp.
What was the name? I didn't catch it.
Stoutheart. She knows herself. Stoutheart.
Stout heart. Okay. She looks at Tavern. Careful where you sit, she says. If your shell harms her, she's free to kick you off. Her name is Stoutheart.
Stoutheart.
As you say the name, she kind of almost proudly folds herself on.
That ground is a long ways away. Can you ask her to be gentle with me?
As long as you're gentle with her, she'll be gentle with you.
I don't know how to ride her, so...
Then trust her to follow us.
Yeah, she's looking at him too.
Nice horsey, worsey. Start. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
She kind of like gives you a side look, Ma. She goes,
I'm sorry. She looks at Welders and her own horse and says, what about you?
Willows horse?
Well, the one I'm with Welder, yeah.
Right, which one is that one? The top one?
The smaller white one.
The silver one.
The silver one. He kind of like looks at you in the eye. He goes, hi, I'm Swift Breeze. I'm Swift. Like a breeze. He's kind of just like really excited. Like Nick is kind of close to you. He looks like bound, but like he's got like energy bouncing off him. Like he's just like trots a little bit on the spot, ready to take off.
Let me know if I'm too heavy.
Yes. Right. No. Are we going? Are we galloping? Are we going? He kind of just like seems really eager to like. He seems to be
1 second.
restless. Kind of flicks his hair, like mane, kind of like this silvery hair, kind of like.
Sorry, I need to make note of these names. Stoutheart and what was this one?
Swift Breeze.
Can you give me edit privileges on my Peter's notes? So I can make note too.
Okie dokie. Peter. Where's Peter's notes?
Just type Peter in the search, it'll come up.
That's right, yeah. Why am I looking for it? I'm gonna just type it.
Swift Breeze. And she's going to ask
There you go.
the other horse as well. The Lorians.
For Lawrence, also, I got talent. You have the ability to edit your notes. Okay. And that one is
It's the black one.
black. Yeah. This one kind of turns to you, and you see it kind of has like almost like this proud bearing. It kind of lifts its head up to you. And just stares. You see Swiftly's, oh, don't mind him. Very proud. Are we going yet? He's like,
What's your name?
he just looks at you. He's not talkative.
Would you rather be called Horsey or your name?
Goes, do not call me that. In his really proud voice. I am no one's horsey.
Then what is your name?
He goes, I kind of like hesitate, kind of like doesn't want, like, he caught him off guard by calling him horsey. He goes, they call me Midnight. I'm a proud bearing, and I don't answer to horsey. He kind of like paws the ground. Yeah, he very sensitive. Are we going?
Okay, Nighty Night. Valorian, his name is Night.
He rears up and Valorian has to like jump back because he just like rears up a little bit. And he looks at you, he's like, what did you just say? He's like, easy, easy.
Is it Night with a K or Night with as in night? Like I just said, Nighty Night.
With a, it's actually, I don't
No,
know.
he
Like,
said
that's
midnight.
how to spell his name.
Midnight. Oh, I only heard night.
Midnight. Yeah.
That's why he got mad when you called him Nighty Night.
99. Like, it's really angry. Oh, and like looks at you, and Valoria's like, easy, easy, easy boy.
Its name is Midnight, and he's really proud.
McKnight?
He tries to calm it, and Midnight just like pushes him away. If a horse could look angry, this is what it would look like. He just kind of turns away from Valorian and you. Like, and his tail's just swishing, kind of giving you the cold shoulder.
Okay, you're going back in the patch, and I'm getting a new one if you don't behave.
Valorian looks at you, what are you saying? Because he doesn't can't understand what you're saying. And the horse reacts like Midnight turns and he goes, snorts, fine.
Good.
In horse speak, the other two
In
are
horse
like,
speak.
ooh, somebody got in trouble.
Then she, as he says yes, and Valorian starts mounting it. Mar looks at their horse, says, we can go now. Lead the way.
Welda, do you have an apple?
No.
Okay.
No.
I want to watch for apples as we go.
Alright. So you're all mounted up?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Once we're all mounted up, Mar will tell Swift Breeze to lead the way.
He immediately goes, oh, we're going? Good! And takes down the track.
Oh, no.
Zoos past Stoutheart and Midnight. They kind of like, he leaves like a after image. Just goes away. They both kind of look at each other and they also kind of like, take off after it.
Fast?
Picture Welda in the front, and Mar has to like hold them as they both go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sit straight.
Mar was waiting for it, so she kind of steeled herself a little bit.
Yeah, do an animal handling check. See how well you
I'm not ready.
carry yourself.
24. I know
Yeah, I was
what
gonna
I'm
give you
doing.
advantage because you were ready for it. You don't seem to need it.
My roll is very
Yeah. You say that and you're ready for him to like take off like a bolt and didn't disappoint you.
I got a 7
Like,
animal
dolphin.
handling. So
Sorry?
I'm almost falling off the saddle.
In contrast to Mars' exceptional handling and horse riding, you see Clementine almost slips off the back of Stoutheart almost straight away. He's barely managed to hang on. Like, she kind of she has to like compensate, and she looks at you and like make sure you don't fall off, and like she keeps like going.
I'm so
alongside
sorry.
the-
I'm so sorry. Please don't throw me off.
She seems irritated. She gallops after. Swift Breeze.
I feel sick. Right now, everyone's like, oh, here comes his obligational puke scene.
You don't have to. It's not mandatory. Yeah. So all of you take off at a great pace. I just gotta double check.
I'm gonna pull out my ukulele, or otherwise known as a lute, and I'm gonna start singing in a turtle travel song that's like kind of sounds like a Hawaiian song.
Does he fall off?
You tell me, Peter. Roll me a performance.
You can't play a ukulele whilst you're
With-
riding
with
at a
disadvantage.
galloping pace.
With a
I want
7
him
on
to
your
try.
animal
He
handling.
wants to try with disadvantage. You can try. As you guys are gobbling along, you hear this irritated, and you hear this his old look, and you see Tamatine just flat on his back. She
On the
just stops. And
horse?
she's like, yeah, you fell off the horse. You feel like she stops and paws the ground and like nuzzles you, like get up, kind of like.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I put my ukulele away, which probably needs mending at this point.
Yeah, actually, roll me. No, you know what? I'm gonna not do that. Your ukulele. If it wasn't that one, you probably would have landed on a ukulele and broke it. But no, you're fine. It's fell out of your hands, but you managed to recover it, more or less in one piece.
I am so sorry. I'll yank up some grass and feed the horse, and then I'll get back on and say, okay, no more of that. I won't do that again.
So,
Mara
Oh,
rolls her eyes.
Go, go,
She
gadget
shouted.
horse.
Starhawk also rolls her eyes and lets them back on, and you carry on your.
Mar is going to, if you let me, Mar is going to, let them ride for a couple hours as it's getting darker. I don't know if it's going to be still in this session, but as it's getting darker, they only have a couple more hours to go. She will stop their horse, give Welder's horse a bit of a respite without having to carry two. She will ask Taventine to step down. She'll pass his horse to Elwyn, and she will wild shape into a wild horse and be the one to carry Taventine.
Okay.
To give the horses, she pities the horse, basically, and lets the horses have a little bit more, a little respite of weight.
My butt is bruised.
As you shift into the whole, all of them actually kind of stare at you. You see, Swiftry's like, you're us? You're like us? But you're scaly. But how? He's just confused, kind of cocks his head, sniffs you.
Is midnight turned on?
Midnight turned on.
That's true.
Midnight rolls his eyes.
I can be. For a little while.
Kind of cocks his head curiously. Sniffs you. All the other, Midnight kind of looks away. Stouter kind of isn't looking at you curiously. It doesn't say anything.
This is what Mars one looks like. So she can carry Taventine.
I like that.
Holy cow. A
Wow.
Clydesdale?
Yeah, you see, Swiftry had to be looking up at you. You're like, right. Are we resting soon? It's not like he's tired. He just doesn't. He doesn't sound sad.
Yeah, she's like, in a couple hours, we still have a while to go.
Alright. So yeah, let's roll on that.
Well, they'll open up his herbalism kit and feed Swift breeze. I don't know, whatever horses eat. Some sage or some parsley or whatever he picks.
It's like, oh boy! It's like just like nuzzles into the bag, starts like munching away.
I got a 21 looking for crabapple trees.
As you all continue up this road, it's starting to get muddier. A little damper again. A lot of moisture in the air. You don't really spot a lot of trees along your way now. It's just the terrain starts to become as I said, muddier, a little starting to like not bog like yet, but you can kind of see the signs of that you're approaching. That's what. Yeah.
I think all I have to feed my horse is rations then.
You can let them forage throughout the night.
Yeah.
Is that humane?
They know where to find their food, yeah. Let them out, let them have a breather. Let them rest and eat what they want. Yeah.
But I could feed you rations, right? I'm asking this as I ride her.
Yeah, she's like, don't you dare.
I don't understand a word she's saying, though.
Yeah, you all ride through the afternoon, kind of edging towards evening. The only sound being the soggy ground that the horses are kind of galloping across. And kind of, as it starts to dim, I assume you all start to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Camp somewhere.
Yeah, trying to find. Mars is gonna have Sora flying above, trying to find us some sort of small clearing.
Sure.
It's not too damp, I guess.
All right. As you're doing that, you feel 17 slipping your back, and there's like a splotch
I
as you
tried.
land in the mud.
I'm sorry, Mar. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Get back up.
She's so done with it.
Question: how
Yeah.
close to the river are we? Have we crossed it?
Oh yes, I should update your location, should I not? Yeah, so at about let's see. Maybe about not like too long ago, maybe like maybe half an hour. You got to the point where you came across the water, the river, and you kind of like were skirting it. You kind of didn't cross it, but you were kind of like going alongside it.
Okay, that's good. She will want to stop near the water so the horses can have a drink and stuff.
Okay. Right. You see Valorian goes, we have to ride till we find a bridge crossing, but we probably won't get there before it gets dark. If you look for a place.
Let's stop before it.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. So Sora wanted to have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No perception. The old Sora.
13.
Okay. She's just looking for a place to like tuck away. Is that what she's doing, or just?
Like a little clearing near the water. There isn't too damp.
Yeah, there's certainly she does certainly find like a little patch that you could probably will suit your needs alongside the water.
Mar will head there and lead the others. Once she's there, she looks at Taventine and points to the ground.
I climb off. and
she'll
rub
shift
my
back.
backside.
She'll shift back, and then she will help everyone take the leads off, the reins off, the saddles off, the horses. She'll give them a brush, and once again, like Rachel can't speak with animals, and while she's doing it, she will tell them to like stay close, but feel free to eat and drink and rest as much as they need.
I want to give a little extra brushing time to Stoutheart because I feel like she deserves better than me.
Peter.
I am
Animal
so
handling.
sorry. I wish I was better at this. I'll try to get better. You're such a fine animal.
Animal handling with advantage. You're trying.
Sorry, 15. Didn't realize you rolled twice.
It's okay. Yeah, she seems to be more at ease.
Yes, nat 20. Finally.
She looks at you for a long while, 17. Sniffs you. Kind of just nuzzles her hand.
Aww. I swear, if I find apple tree, you're getting some apples. Beautiful. But I have rations. Do you like rations?
She kind of looks at you, cocks its head.
Don't feed it rations. You've probably heard it.
Oh, okay. Good thing she's here, huh? I don't want to hurt you.
Mara, you switched to your normal form, right?
Yeah, I'm helping brush the horses and
Okay,
telling
I
them
thought
to feel free to roam around a little bit. Don't go too far, but like drink and eat at your leisure around.
He kind of like turns to you and like, kind of almost like give you like a nod.
And she'll tell them also if they get scared about something or worried about something to come wake her.
You see, Stoutheart kind of like looks. She's out of all the horses, seem like the most responsible one. She kind of like nods. Are you? Hey.
So these
Yeah,
are
they kind of
these are not summoned horses.
No, these are from my
actual
robe.
horses.
They're
Oh,
actual
okay.
horses.
Yeah.
So the robe of useful items, the way it works is once you peel the patches off,
Yeah, the patchwork robe. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's what you get. And I had 3 riding horses with saddles, so they're actual horses now. We're gonna have to care for them and take so on. There are horses now.
Cool.
Yeah, they kind of like settle them to like kind of go off a little bit and kind of take some water and graze what they can find. All we hear is just the gentle trickle of the river nearby. And
Well,
just the
they'll pull
ambience.
out the green statue and cast plant growth to make sure they get enough food.
Nice. Yeah, you see the cull struggling a little bit, like the vegetation is a bit sparse. And then as soon as that happens, you see essentially Swiftfreeze like really perks up and runs over and starts nibbling on.
Can one of the
The plants.
plants be an apple tree?
We haven't found an apple tree yet. The best one they could do is plant a pear tree, and it would still take forever to grow.
Okay. I still want to give my horse an apple.
So, yeah, they seem quite pleased. You see Swiftbreeze kind of looks up and kind of gives like you like a happy snicker, and the other horses join him. Midnight being reluctant, also kind of gives you a look and also feeds. Yeah. So I assume you all are starting to settle down for UK?
Long rest.
Yeah, Mar is gonna tell everyone she needs to rest during first watch, but she doesn't mind taking second or third, whatever everybody else prefers.
Sounds good.
Well, that's fine. It's not like we fought a dragon or anything. But they can stay up till last watch.
I guess that puts me in the middle.
Or the
But
first, whichever you want.
I'll take last then. If Waldo takes first, or you take middle, I'll take last.
I'll take whichever one y'all want me to take.
That's fine. If I take last, I'll make sure to like get the horses ready in the morning.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and start your watch. Perception check. Who is up
First as well, the
There is. So it's just confirming how long I actually need to get a long rest. But I am good. I remember how to roll.
Perception, right?
Yeah, I was trying to click on my passive and it wouldn't. 15! That was a horrible roll.
Okay. It's I would say it would have been a quiet night if it wasn't for the just. It seems to be like as the sun went down, he sort of settled him down all that. All you hear, Wilder, is the sound of this trilling of obnoxious sounding bird, like kind of making these weird, aggravated sounds. You notice there's a lot of bugs flying around. This is buzzing around, kind of like there's hums of them like flying around and kind of like being annoying, kind of like landing on your shoulder every now and again. Just, but apart from that, don't notice anything aside from a slight odor. It seems a bit. It's not heavy yet, but it smells a bit like mulch, kind of like that kind of rot that comes from wet ground. But yeah, you do not anything apart from that strange odor and the bugs who are now starting to sting you a little bit. Don't notice anything outside the ordinary.
No, well, the watches as a mosquito kind of lands on him and starts sucking his blood and misses home a little bit.
No reminiscences. Okay. Yeah, nothing eventful happens on Wilder's watch.
Aventine. Go on, get us all killed.
Persuasion. Look at you go.
Oh, cool.
He's trying to persuade the DM to not do anything to him.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you for noticing that, Belvedere.
You were trying to persuade me. Alright, so 17. You also get up to the sound of buzzing and itchiness as like you see all these like mosquitoes flying around, kind of like biting you, kind of crawling on you a little bit, kind of almost like a swarm of them, kind of just all around you. Again, you also notice the slight smell of rot.
Is that my
overwhelming.
guys catching up to us?
It's not them, but as your watch goes on, you indeed start to hear shuffling coming from the road, and a low like moan in the background. They indeed seem to be catching up to at a very slow pace.
Okay, I'm gonna pull into my shell so the mosquitoes can't bite me,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna pretend to be an alert rock.
So as the hour goes by, and you hide from the wrath of the mosquitoes, your zombies indeed grow closer to the camp. To the point where they kind of come to the edge of it and just stand there looking at the shell of Taventine.
I told you, go avenge yourselves.
They kind of like look, they kind of tilt their heads. The kobold one kind of does this, and his head stays like that. It's like.
Let me check the duration on this thing.
I do believe it lasts quite a while. Oh yeah, it's until they are, I believe, destroyed or you for 24 hours. It's only open for 24 hours.
Okay. You better hurry, fellas. You don't have a lot of time to do this. And then I'm going to contact my deity in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask him if I crossed the line.
Before doing it again.
I'm doing it again. Sure. Roll me a religion check with advantage. See if you can reach out to your patient.
Oh, with advantage. Okay. 19.
So is that what you say? Is like, did I go like you can speak? You feel that connection.
Yo, dude on high. Did I cross a line that I shouldn't cross?
There's a pause, and you feel the connection there. Man, that spell was radical, bro. But I don't think you read the room right. You gotta read the room, Taventine.
You know I'm bad at that.
I know, bro, but you gotta do better, or they're gonna abandon you again.
Oh, I don't want that to happen. I'm so much better at reading the currents than the people. Okay, I will try to do better, dude.
Yes. All right, peace out, man. Just again, mind yourself.
Okay.
You're cool, bro. Just read the room. And kind of retracts his presence.
And Taventine casts the spell again.
No, I'm not casting the spell again. They still got 16 hours or so, or however many hours they have after all that traveling.
With that, you see the zombies are just looking at you as you were communing, kind of, as you said, keep you don't have a lot of time. Then you kind of look at each other and then turn back towards the road and start.
And then I'll look up and I'll say, no point in wasting them now that they're up.
No response. Alright, nothing much else apart from your shambling servants happens during your watch and your communion. You only hear the sound of the mosquitoes humming and buzzing around you.
Do I have permission to get rid of that spell now?
You're what are you again? Cleric?
Cleric, you can choose your spells with the long rest, Peter.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
Oh. Totally tubular.
So after your long rest, yeah, you can switch out that spell.
Cool. choosing. I don't know. But I'll figure it out. Anything happen?
No.
No.
You said no.
Nothing.
I'm not letting you go back.
Yeah, no. I'm like, oh wait, actually, no. Nothing.
Mar, 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 Mar. It's your watch.
I can tell.
The three things that I brought back to unlife, they just left. So the smell should fade.
And me thinking it was you. She got
Ooh.
gets up and I
Ooh, that was wrong.
Shots fired.
Oh,
she like stretches. She doesn't like being woken up.
it
She's like,
has. It has been a while since I cleaned my shell out.
there's a river. Why don't you do that? Just don't drown. She like gets up. She'll take like a good hour before she's actually functioning, and then she'll if the horses aren't around, she'll send Sora to call on them. And then
Yeah,
she'll like give them a brush, start settling them, brittle them.
yeah, they haven't gone far down the bank of, of the river.
Yeah.
They come back. And they
Yeah, she'll do that.
stand for attention.
I go for a swim in the river and come back with plankton to give to my horse. But I go to Mar and I say, can Stoutheart eat plankton?
I don't know. Let her try.
Okay.
Stoutheart looks suspiciously at Taventine and looks at Ma, kind of like trying to get some confirmation.
Try it. If you like it, like it. If you don't, you don't.
Don't hate if you don't.
She'll keep Sora like circling above and keeping an eye on things while she's looking after the horses.
She sniffs it, takes a bite of it, chews it, looks at Taventine, like kind of like a pleased neigh, and kind of like takes the rest.
Oh, awesome. Babe, I'm gonna go get some sleep. There's more of that on the shore over there. And I'm gonna go lay down and finish my long rest.
Uh, 17 shambles off. So Sora, you send Sora up to like fly and do like a perimeter kind of check. No?
Yeah. For Sora was a nat 20 for the 23.
Okay. Yeah, she takes off silently to glides around and through the dim and the sound of the local fauna, she kind of amongst the vegetation, perhaps on the other side of this river, she notices movement in the underbrush, like a rustling. It's very like she easily picks up on it with her keen senses, like easily sees. Most would have probably missed it. It wasn't a very evident shift.
If Sora communicates that to me, I will tell her to perch on a tree nearby and keep an eye on it.
Okay. She does. And she kind of like settles there, kind of like stares from her roost. Through her, like you get the feeling through her that she's seeing a little bit more like movement. Nothing seems to be coming out of the underbrush, but it's like there's certainly something there.
Mar will continue rush preparing the horses a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Still like with care, and she'll double check if they've eaten enough. She'll ask them if they've eaten enough and stuff. And then but she'll keep paying attention whether Sora is in relation to them, like how far is it?
So you're near the bank, so it's just across the other side. So it's not a wide river by any sorts. Maybe like 10, 15 feet from where you are to the other side. And on that side is just, again, similar vegetation.
15 feet only?
Huh?
15 feet only?
15 feet. Well, it's not very wide. It's the banks. It's almost like here it's kind of narrowed on the banks. And it seems to be slipping through terrain.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe like
50
20,
meters.
50 yeah. Meters.
So that would have been 160 feet.
Yeah. So Sora, you can communicate with Sora like telepathically, right?
I think it's up to 100 feet. That's the problem.
So,
but he doesn't have to be behind it.
Okay.
You can just keep
an
eye on from the edge of my range with it. I think that's the rules of Find Familiar, right?
I'll have to double check, but I think you're right. So you hear
100 feet from me, we can communicate telepathically.
Right. Sora's soft voice, like this. I see people. I see people in robes, hiding, moving. And she keeps a pause, and she goes, and there's a large humanoid dragon. I think they're trying to be stealthy.
As that happens, Mar is going to, as she receives that, how far into being done with the horses is she?
Do me animal handling check with advantage.
That was bad.
Yeah, you seem a little distracted. You're doing well, and then you kind of like on Stouthard, you kind of fumbled it a little bit, and you're getting it done, but it's like, you're not quite. It's not. Still haven't finished.
Okay. She is going to. If she's finished one of the horses at least, she's gonna like tell it to hide further in, so further away from the river. Every time she finishes a horse, she tells them to do that. She'll keep doing it. She'll tell Sora to keep an eye on it and let her know. Because you said they were on the other side of the river, right?
Yeah.
Tell her to let her know if they seem to be attempting to
cross
Cross.
Oh, right. I'll keep an eye out. You see, she just keeps watch.
Yeah. So as long as they're not trying to cross the river, Mara's not going to wake anybody. As soon as they are, she'll try to make sure everybody's awake and aware that they've got company. But her priority is to get the horses out the way.
Okay. Yeah, so she receives her instructions and feel her presence kind of give her like a accepting kind of vibe. She will keep watch. As you continue to work on the horses, maybe as you're finishing up the third one, which I would assume is midnight, you hear her in your mind go, something stirs in the water. They're moving towards it.
Thank you. She will take midnight where she told the other horses to hide.
Mm-hmm.
She'll say, I'll be back to finish with you in a second. She'll go. Who's been sleeping this whole time? Valorian and Elwyn, right?
Yeah, Elwyn is kind of like in a trance. She doesn't really need to do like a long night. She's just kind of in deep thought.
So she'll wake up Valorian and Elwyn, fill them in, and then tell them to wake Welda and Taventine only if things get serious, and call for her. And she will tell Sora to keep an eye on Valorian and Elwyn. And let her know if they need her while she goes and finishes midnight. She'll apologize to midnight. She'll also be like, I was teasing you before. Like, I'll respect you and stuff like that.
Kind of accept that you've noticed that the horses are like a bit on edge. They're like a bit restless. It's like a almost like, restless kind of reaction.
She tells them that they've got a right to be restless, but that it's okay, that they'll deal with the trouble coming and they won't be put in danger. They'll be protected.
Okay. Sora, in your mind goes, I see something in the water. And she feels like she seems frightened.
I'll see through her eyes. What is she seeing?
You see, first of all, you see this humanoid-like dragon born, but not, kind of, at a closer look, he looks more like a half dragon. He's more distinctly draconic. He seems to be wearing the very similar robes that the other blue dragonborn that you saw, the champion, wore like these illustrious purple robes that signify high rank of a cultist of the dragon cult. Behind them in the bushes, there seems to be an array of people in dark robes, kind of like with masks, kind of with the black pauldrons, like the draconic insignias that, again, distinguish them as members of the cult. They'll seem to be like kneeling there, almost paying homage as this half black dragon kind of leans in and it's like leaning at the water, kind of does like a genuflection, kneels, and as your eyes kind of like follow his movement, you see out of the water these deep socketed eyes kind of come forth, a face with these reptilian features, like broad nasal openings, until it kind of comes out of the water and like it almost resembles like a grinning skull with its long curved horns. Its skeletal features, black scales as dark as night. This dragon looks at this half dragon, who seems to be doing homage to it.
Mar rushes to everybody. She'll cut what Sora's seeing, and she'll rush to everybody and wake everybody up and tell them. But she tries to do it like as quietly as she can, I guess.
Okay.
17. She'll try to stealth. She'll try to do it quietly.
No. Go ahead. You see, they're roused. Lauren gives you a questioning look as he stirs. What's wrong? Quietly, obviously. In fact, he doesn't telepathically in your mind. What is wrong? Valorian.
She tells him everything she saw.
Can y'all look at Zoom chat real quick for me?
Yeah.
Sure. Yes. Sure can. Yeah, no worries. That is easily arranged. Yeah, so Elwyn also kind of like opens her eyes, and she was like sitting like cross-legged meditating. Immediately alert. So Lauren goes, "We are in grave danger. It seems that whatever attacked that cart has brought some company." He looks around to Baron. How do we want to approach this?
We want to stay out. We want to get out of here.
Right. Let's do that then as quietly as possible. And you'll start to like pack his things away as carefully, as quietly as possible.
Yep. She'll tell Welda the same. And she'll say, Welda, please don't go try and talk to this dragon. You're muted.
Kill's coughing. Has Welda finished a long rest?
Yeah, by this time, it'll be done.
Please.
That is fine. Welda will be quiet and help get everything packed up.
Mar just goes, thank you.
Welda has awoken in their autumn form, which makes them more sharing and avoiding confrontation and all of that fun stuff. Got him in the right mood, I guess.
She will wake Tarantine up with like her hand over his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Look
to you like, huh?
Shh, pack up your stuff quietly and go to the horses. That way. Shh. I will make sure you regret it if you don't. I'll feed you to that. And she points at the dragon.
Well, yeah, he looks confused, but he's scared of Mar, so he just nods. Doesn't make a sound.
How far away is said dragon?
Like 100 feet?
Yeah, about that.
Sorry, how far?
100 feet.
100 feet,
okay.
Yeah. You see, if you're looking for it, kind of like you see it stirring in nearby water. And only through the dark you see these citric colored eyes out of the gloom kind of turn in your direction.
Even okay.
It may or may not have seen or perceived as being observed.
Okay. She will immediately cast Pass Without a Trace and like tell everyone to stay still for a minute.
Okay. I was like, as quietly as they can, they nod. Hold still. Okay. As you do this, don't hear any sound, but Sora, I imagine you kept Sora there watching, right? These developments.
Yeah, Sora is keeping an eye on it. That's why she would tell everyone to freeze as she casts a spell and wait for like she'll wait like a whole minute so that if it doesn't nobody gets like cuz if it perceives movement, if it's perceiving movement, if everybody stays still for a minute
Hmm.
with Pass Without a Trace, she's hoping that their attention goes elsewhere.
Hmm. You see, the dragon has kind of like raised most of its upper body out of the water now. It's looking. Sora sees it kind of like it's sniff the air and kind of licks its forked tongue. But you see this drooling slime that kind of seems to like drip down its jaw as he looks up, sniffs the air again.
Welda
Then-
will creep forward and hex it. Disadvantage on wisdom.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
I'll roll stealth as well.
Yeah, roll me a stealth as well. Did you already roll stealth, Holden? Go ahead. Do it with plus stuff.
Damn it. Mine is not stealthy. That is a 16, which is probably
Okay.
not enough.
Right.
14 plus 10 is 24.
Okay. So it's like sniffing the air. Your magic, your tendrils like almost out of the darkness just seem to like wrap around it, and it kind of looks around, trying to like perceive, but just what dared cast a spell on it, and it kind of looks around, and it looks around, and you did give it disadvantage on perception. So let's do it again. Wow. What was your stealth? 24.
Mine was 24, yes.
Okay. So, okay, the good news was that it would have rolled a nat 20 for 31. There was a disadvantage, but not much better because it was a 30 with disadvantage. It's plus 11. It's looking around, and then it locks eyes with you, Walder. This burning hatred in them. And it goes, with that, it goes, his black wings just outfurl, and he takes off in the air and starts to fly over.
As seeing that, Mars just. I don't even know. Mars gonna scream with her, speak with animals, hide to the horses.
Yeah, they're just gonna head off.
And she's gonna run back
sense it.
to where they are, yeah.
They sense the danger and they hit it. And a shadow passes over the camp. And maybe not 60 feet away, up ahead the trail, there's a dull thud as this dragon just lands. And like a predator of the night just kind of starts to advance on the camp. All you see is that the burning eyes reflecting Back at you.
I'm back.
Just in time for us to die.
Yeah, I was listening in.
Becomes draws closer.
Mar is going to, if you allow it, Mar is gonna draw a line with wall of fire
Ooh.
around
Right.
them. Around, like she'll gather everyone up and do a line of fire around them, with the outside dealing damage. And she says, "Stand back."
It really like looks at your wall of flame, and there's a slight pause. Your tricks will not save you.
Am I help?
Yes. Who dares cast magic on me? And he was looking for whoever like hexed him.
I will
he
Misty
see
Step right in front of him.
Oh, okay.
I need another wisdom save, please.
Ooh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay.
I was gonna say it was opaque, so he couldn't see through the wall of fire, but Welda's like, "Hi," so yeah.
Yeah, it's 24.
Oh, I guess he's not charmed.
Yeah, so yeah. And he looks at you. Yes, you stink of the magic. You is strong. And as he leans down, you see its eyes like boring into yours. That again, that forked tongue licking its lips with this kind of some sadistic delight at its prey, basically offering itself to him on a platter. And he just goes, "How would you like to die, morsel?"
Oh, you probably don't want to do that. That'll be far too much trouble.
Oh, there's like this deep, thunderous laugh. And why is that?
Well,
Grandma.
He's a god.
I got a granny on you.
I'll say granny on you.
I'm just the ambassador, and I'm just here for the transition.
He kind of just goes, like cocks his head at you. I think he turns to everyone else. I think this one has snapped with the fear. And he like looks at you, Welder. Very well, Ambassador. Shall I send a message to whatever meager dwellings you come from? And he like draws himself to his full height.
Oh no, we're just passing through. We're on our way to remove the sorry, I gotta look up his name again. The failed Emperor Escamonvier from their seat.
Kind of like cocks his like reacts to that name. As this is happening, Sora goes, "They are crossing the water." She is.
Mars looks at them, and as she says that, tidal wave to push them all back.
Oh, okay. So it's that happened.
Making friends, and Mars starts a fight. All right.
While this,
Oh, these are Cult of the Dragon. She's not making friends with them.
I'm sorry. While this was happening, I wanted to be walking up behind Welda.
There's a wall of fire.
There's a wall of fire.
You're welcome to walk through it if you'd like.
I'll pass.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Yeah. So what happened with well, this was like this black dragon was just advancing on the camp. The cult took some what seems to have been like little rowboats and kind of pushed them into the water. That's when she said they're coming, and then you your tidal wave starts to churn the water. But as that happens, the dragon senses a disturbance. He goes, looks at Welder, looks at Ma. Goes, I think I'll melt enough of your skin so you can live in agony as I devour all of you. It takes like a deep breath and that
Dude,
caustic
wait.
buildup comes to his lips. It drips down and he's gonna unleash this blast of acidic caustic breath. And that's what we're gonna leave it for tonight.
Oh, man. Plastic company.
Okay.
We gotta go 2 weeks waiting.
See if you get melted
Roll
or not.
initiative.
Yeah, you may. You may roll initiative.
I don't want to roll initiative. I want a
No, I
surprise
said you gotta
round.
wait 2 weeks to roll initiative.
Ah, yeah.
Surprise
It's
round.
probably better that we do it that way. Alright, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see again in 2 weeks if they are indeed melted or not.
Nice
It's a
knowing-
dragon breath. Even if we, yeah, it's a dragon breath. Even if we successfully dodge it,
We take half.
still takes like half our health.
One more level up, I wouldn't take anything.
Yeah.
Assuming
Wait.
it's a deck save, I don't know.
Wait, are you not level 7?
I don't know. Does level 7 give me evasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I might not die. Assuming it's a deck save.
There you go, handy. Oh, don't forget you have your divine powers in default. Your saving throws.
Yep.
Did we level?
Lol. We haven't
Not
done
yet.
anything.
For falling off a horse twice? Yes, you do, Ted.
You leveled up in spirit.
God.
Alright. Well, again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a short session, but yes, stay tuned for more dragon shenanigans down the track. I believe, unless Peter has any other announcements, any other games coming up, Peter?
Strixhaven is.
Well, apart from that one, I was going to say that one. Was there any other games? No?
I don't have a game till
Sunday.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh, I mean that I'm DMing.
Oh, okay.
Not Sunday.
We
Oh,
don't have
Sunday.
sessions yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so distracted right now. I
Oh, that's okay.
apologize.
Giant black dragons will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned for Gates of Divinity. And so obviously Strixhaven is coming to everyone this weekend, as we will follow the story of a lucky few students that have been chosen to attend this prestigious School of Arcane and Knowledge.
Mhm.
All right. Again, I'd like to thank everyone on behalf of Peter, Belvedere, and Mariana. Maybe pray for them. Maybe hope that they melt. Until next time.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Bye.
We will say bye. Good day. We hope you had a wonderful time. And we gotta go. Bye.